Welcome back to my channel. This is still part of the same day from the last video, but I'm doing it separately. So this is the second feeding tray, and oh, I'm getting attacked by a spider web. Anyway, as you can see, we've got a lot of worms down here and a lot more castings than we've had before. So they're doing very well in here. A lot of the worms from the top tray did move down into this one. And last time I did feed them down this centre section, and I didn't add any more bedding because I'd got quite a lot of this cardboard and it was a little bit dry. But as I mentioned in the previous video, it has been exceptionally humid here. We've had lots and lots of rain. So I am going to add more bedding in here, but it still will be damp, and because it's my prepared bedding, which is here. Now, I haven't disturbed this yet because actually I'm still filming, so this tray hasn't been reset yet, so this is all out of order whilst I'm actually filming this compared to how you'll actually be watching it. But we're in mid-August and it's the temperatures are still warm, and what I do want is for these worms to stay active. So I'm sorry, this is all a bit higgledy-piggledy for this particular video, but I just wanted you to see what a great job they've been doing of this tray and how many worms are in it compared to what there was before, because I didn't feed that top tray because I wanted the worms to move out of it so I could harvest it. But I've actually I've had to change my plans on that because with the humidity, the castings were a lot more damp than I expected them to be. But it's okay, sometimes you've just got to go with what you get. So, oh, you can see, look, that worm there is going through this cardboard, and this tray underneath, this one here, sorry, this is an inoculating tray. So this has just got cardboard in it, and that's what I've been doing. And I'm sorry I'm out of breath, but you know, I've been getting stuff done and sifting. So yeah, this is an inoculating tray, and this is how I've been running it. I got that idea from Patrick at Vermicomposting Learn by Doing, and but it takes some time because the worms travel up and down through here, and any moisture, excess moisture, will go down and inoculate that, which will be fine because that one will be ready once this tray has actually finished. So that's fine. But that top tray wasn't going to be ready. Sorry, I can't think straight. The top tray was ready for harvesting, but this inoculating tray wasn't going to be ready in time for it. So this is why I did this prepared bedding. So if you haven't seen the video for this, I will link it at the end. Now, this is a little bit warm in here because I've had it covered with that plastic there, and it has just got some mould growing on the top, which is perfectly fine because that's part of a composting system. Plus, that's what you want it to be doing. That's the microbes at work in it. And I haven't done anything with this since I put it in here and made that video. So there we go. I did, when I made that video, I did say that I might put more cardboard in it because it was exceptionally wet, and I did do that. I put as much cardboard in it again as I'd started with and showed in the video. so it's not as wet. It's still clumps, and you can hear it's moist, but it's not dripping wet the way that it was. So I don't have an issue putting this in, but it is what I'm going to use in here to bulk this up, because this tray is now, with it being more moist, it is dropping, and I had a bit of a struggle getting that top tray with its weight out of this. So now they can have plenty of this in here, like that. So there. So I'm going to go and feed on here. So let me just bring this up. This is my little kitchen caddy, and I've got all sorts of kitchen scraps in here. So mix that in. They're not as broken down as I sometimes have them. Oh. And then I've got some worm chow. The sprouts that I found in here were from the Yorkshire Worms worm chow. I found some tiny little grains that I assume just didn't make it through their grinding system, but it's not an issue. So that's some worm chow. And then eggshell. It's ground up. We put plenty of that in because they have a gizzard. And if you go and watch Patrick, he does all kinds of trials with his bins and things, and if you go and watch one of his, you'll see that he did one with eggshell on the top, and the worms annihilated it straight away. It was fascinating. I love his channel. Go check him out if you haven't already. So there, that's that, and we'll see how they like this new bedding. So that's a check on that second feeding tray. So there we go. So thank you for watching, and if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that would be amazing, because that ups the production of my channel, which is something I can't do on my own, and I do appreciate you all helping me out and being here with me. I like it when you comment below, and yeah, if you tell me that you've actually got a channel, because I do check you out because YouTube doesn't always tell me who it is that's subscribing. So if it does, I do check you out to see if you've got your own channel, because, you know, I do subscribe back if you have, and I do like watching other people. So yeah, so let me know if you do, because I enjoy seeing what other people do. So my thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.